Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. But no run back here. Fair catch. And this will come out to the 25. They begin this drive with Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, 73 yards. And the Browns need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be, because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases and hit a home run and tie it up?
Well, I was going to. Ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2 score in football.
Me either. I've been racking my brain on that one. 6-2? Not often.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Smith. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Geno down to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Up the middle, here's Walker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So let's see what we're going to do here on 1st and 10. He's got an empty backfield. And he's going to try and hit. Oh, he doesn't get it.
Incompletion there on 1st down. The first time they didn't run on 1st down. Getting close to the end zone, maybe getting a little antsy.
Really good defensive coverage there.
So 2nd and 10.
See what they're going to run. I think they're going to run some kind of read here, or maybe a play action. Again, they're going to be looking at Myles Garrett here, and he gives it. for nothing. So now it's going to be about 3rd and 9.
That Stephen Castor defensive front is really not allowing anything with the run game.
Not.
We saw 1 gain of 5, and it's the furthest that Nowicki's gotten with the run game here.
Yeah, I think the longest run they have right now is that Geno Smith run, slide down for about 10 yards.
And that brings us to 3rd and 9, definitely in field goal range, but looking for the first here.
He's gonna get sacked. I think he was looking for DK Metcalf there on that top post, but he couldn't get it going. So now they're going to have to kick a field goal. This is going to be about a 50-yard field goal.
Long one, and that'll be the end of the first quarter, so we won't have to wait on that field goal. But 6-2 our score at the end of the first.
Yeah. Not have thought it would have been 6-2 unless you'd have told me that he ran back a field goal.
Here we go. The kick is up.
And it is good.
There we go. 6-5. A little baseball score to start off our Madden.
We might get a scoregami today.
So, going to be kicking it back to Stephen Castor. Keith Nowicki posting up 3 points. That's deep in the end zone, but it's going to run it back.
What's he going to do with it?
Not much. Down at about the 22, 23, so about as good as a touchback.
Yeah, about where you would normally end up. He had a seam kind of open up there to his left, and he didn't take it.
Now we get to see that Cleveland Browns offense get back to it. Had a huge touchdown play. Went 80-something yards, I think is what we decided. So let's have to look out for that deep ball.
He's going to drop back. Oh, and he's going to hit Amari Cooper there for a gain of about 10.
Good play to start it off. That passing game is cutting up Keith Nowicki's Seattle Seahawks defense so far.
Yes, they are. And let's see what they try to run here. They might try to run some type of read. They could run it into a play action if they wanted to, or they could just hand off to Chubb, which is what they do. They're just going to hand it straight off to him. Probably a gain of about 1.
The run game not going too far for either side thus far outside of the quarterback runs, but right there, gain of 1. Start off the new set of downs for Stephen Castor.
Let's see what he does here with it. He's going to keep the ball, and he's going to... There he is. He's got it to Goodwin again for a huge chunk gain.
It's those post routes that are just...
Those center posts. They're running 2 high, 1 high safeties here. It's really hard to get that middle post.
Oh, high snap there, but still gets the ball there to Kareem Hunt, and a gain of a couple on that run.
It's a good run from Kareem Hunt there. Puts him in 2nd and manageable.
2nd and 7. Getting very close to that Seahawks end zone.
Might run some type of read again.
Another run play.
Give it to him. He gets a gain of about 2. That puts him back into 3rd and manageable. They can do this here. And I think right now they are in 4-down territory. If they get really close to about 4th and 1, 4th and 2, that's when you have to think about, do you go for it or do you kick a field goal?
With the run game consistently picking up 2 or 3 yards, I think you're right about that. We'll see what they end up going for on 3rd and 5. They're in the red zone here. Stephen Castor from W.P. Davidson High School.
They're going to go single back here. Let's see what they're going to run with this single back. They're going to run a read into a play action here. And he takes off. Look at him, and he gets the first down.
Safe play right there. All those deep balls over the top. Got the defense to back off, and there was a lot of room for Deshaun Watson to run right there.
Really good thinking here from Castor. Really good eyes to see that hole open right there for him to get through.
So 6-5 at the 2-minute warning in the first half. Not a whole lot of scoring. It's been pretty limited after that first drive out of Stephen Castor scoring that touchdown that turned into the blocked PAT. We really slowed down after that.
Yeah, these defenses are being really stingy today, but let's see if Nick Chubb here can get something going. And he gets about 5 on that one. So they're going to go no huddle here. They're going to go single backfield. Are they going to run the same play again?
We'll see. Picked up 5 last time. Here it's going to be another run up the middle. That's a first down.
Yeah. He pushes forward for about 5 there. And they're going to go right back to it. That's their bread and butter. And look at it. He gets him a touchdown this time.
Easy does it for Stephen Castor. 2nd touchdown of game 1. And just ran right through the defense at the end there after going over the top at the beginning of that drive.
That offensive line's getting a lot of good push there for him. And let's see it. Oh, they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here. I don't know if they trust the PAT team right now.
I don't blame them after the free 2 points they give up earlier.
They get it to Kareem Hunt right there.
And they get back the points that they gave up earlier. So 14-5, maybe something to be given here in the final 90 seconds here. Keith Nowicki going to have the ball with the Seattle Seahawks defense. Does run it out of the end zone. He'll pick up again about 22, 23 yards right there. Is going to have to go about 75 in the minute 23 we got left in the first half.
And you really have to start thinking with the Seahawks offense, when are you gonna target those high-powered receivers you have on your offense here?
See what they go for on 1st and 10. Get a lot of yards quickly, and it's an
He
out
gets it
route.
over to Fant, he gets the first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Smart play. Open route, got it over towards the sidelines, going to stop the clock for him.
Really good playmaking there. He knows that he's down right now, and he's got to take advantage of this clock and use it to his advantage here. He's going to hit. Yep. He's not going to get out of bounds, unfortunately.
Nope, so that'll take about 10 seconds off the clock. Minute left to go here. But about half the field, 55 yards to go for Keith Nowicki.
They get it to Tyler Lockett. Good, yeah.
Again, not out of bounds, though.
He needs to keep targeting these high-powered receivers that he has. And then they're going to run the ball, and they're going to get stuffed at the line.
That's that first timeout taken, though.
Yep.
First of 3.
And let's see what he's going to get out of this timeout. What are they going to run here? I'm thinking they might run some kind of outward slant, some kind of out route here, just to get out of bounds, get some yards, get out of bounds.
Getting mighty close to field goal position here.
And he's going to see DK Metcalf sitting over there.
Oh, nearly picked, but caught by DK Metcalf. He turns back inside, though, and that'll be another timeout used.
I think I would have turned outside there, but seeing that green grass there, it kind of makes you think he could have gotten there if he didn't slip.
I like the aggressive mindset, going for a touchdown here at the end of the half.
They're going to go the play action here. He has nobody open, and he catches it. Tyler Lockett gets it right there. Good snag from him.
Clock's winding down, goes for something quick to Noah Fant, and that'll be enough for the field goal, it looks like.
Are they going to go for the field goal here? Are they going to be aggressive and try and get a touchdown?
Well, with 4 seconds left.
Field goal.
Yeah, going for the field goal. It's a safe play.
Yeah.
Gets you to that one possession game going into the second half. It's the smart move.
Yeah, I think that's the smartest move he could have made there with 4 seconds left.
So we're going into halftime. Score 14-8. WP Davidson High School's Stephen Castor has 14 with the Cleveland Browns, and Bob Jones, Keith Nowicki with 8 points on the Seattle Seahawks as we get started with the second half of Game 1 on this best of 3.
And it's a good thing that Seattle's getting the ball here. It's unfortunate they couldn't get a touchdown going out of the half, but they were able to get some points. So let's see if they can keep that momentum going into this drive.
They can add on to their total here. They've got a chance to tie us up, take the lead depending on what they go for.
So they're running a one back here. They got 2 tight ends set. Let's see what they're going to do here. He's going to drop back and just throw it away.
Had a guy starting to break open there on the outside, but I think the pressure there from Castor was too much. 2nd and 10.
What Geno Smith does here. Same kind of alignment, no tight ends now.
Bob Jones, Nowicki with the ball. Taking his time here.
See what he's going to do.
Does elect to go for the guy open in the flat, but he stepped out of bounds. It's incomplete.
He did, yeah. That's very unfortunate for him right there.
Bit of a mistake, as that could have picked up 5, 6, 7 yards, made it 3rd and manageable, but instead a 3rd and 10 here on the first drive of the second half.
And he's going to go for the deep ball here to DK, and he catches it.
The over-the-top threat that was burning him when playing defense is turned into a touchdown for Keith Nowicki.
And it's a good thing he's finally utilizing those receivers here, because that's what happens when you utilize DK Metcalf in this offensive style. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Are they going to get it?
Oh, yeah,
He's
wide
gonna
open.
Throw it right there, yeah.
So Keith Nowicki from Bob Jones High School takes the lead here in the second half, 16-14. The ball going back to Stephen Castor, who has scored on all of his drives today.
Yeah. And I think that's exactly what Nowicki needed here, is he needed that touchdown to kind of get the momentum back on his side.
Especially after his first 2 drives, which is 2 field goals, kind of coming up short on both of those. But a touchdown right off the bat on a big play, too, which he really hasn't had many of today.
Yeah.
But Stephen Castor with the ball now. A run for 2 yards to start off his drive. Again, that run defense out of both sides, pretty good today.
Yeah, both of these are being very stingy today with the run game. Let's see what they do here.
Play action.
Go for the fake.
Looking
to try and hit Amari Cooper, and it is almost intercepted.
Looking deep right there again. It's worked out for Castor a lot today, but the coverage was a lot better than it has been. That wide receiver had a blanket draped over him.
What he's got here. He's going back, and he
Wow.
gets it. Amari Cooper with the snag.
That was, again, phenomenal defensive coverage. I don't know how he came up with
You can't cover
that.
that any better than you did right there.
Well, 1st and goal. As
He's
Stephen
just going
Castor's
to
going to run it in.
in.
Touchdown there by the Browns, and the lead back in Davidson High School's hands. Fake
They're
on the
going
point
for the
after.
fake. Are they going to get it? They're running the same fake as last time. No, they don't get it.
All right, 2016 going to be the score now, halfway through the 3rd quarter.
And let's see how the Seahawks retaliate here.
They have been running it out of the end zone a lot today. Looking for something, but just out to the 25.
Yeah.
You're right, they do have to retaliate, you feel, on this drive. At least any kind of points are helpful here.
Yes.
Because
it is a 4-point game right now, so a field goal is not going to do a whole lot for him other than get him closer to tying it up. Geno Smith's going to roll out here, and let's see what he does. He's going to just run out of bounds. Good play there, good play.
using a blocker out in front. Just a gain of 4 here. Start things off. Halfway through that 3rd quarter.
Let's see here. They got a single back tight end set up to the right. They're just going to go with a pass play here. And it looks kind of like, oh, Geno Smith's going to take off, and he's going to get the first down and then slide down.
There's been a lot of plays like that, with the quarterback getting a lot of room to run.
These defenses are just playing on their A game today.
Good stop in the traditional run, but quarterback's getting a lot of space. Play action there.
Play action here. Let's see what they do.
Fake the run and
To
find
Kenneth
Walker.
There we go.
Big pickup there for Keith Nowicki.
That's one of those design boot plays, Blake.
Works out. And now getting close again to scoring. Scored on their first drive of the 2nd half.
And they're going to run the play action again. Let's see if they can get anything from it. They do. They get about 5 yards here, 4 or 5 yards.
Short pickup on 1st down. It's the name of the game. Makes 2nd and 3rd a little bit more manageable.
Yeah.
2016, what was a Browns defense that only gave up 2 field goals in the 1st half. Giving up a touchdown on the 1st drive of the 2nd. Play action here. Wouldn't have to defend it. That's an open receiver, closed down upon, but Kenneth Walker comes up with a catch.
And this play action has just been their bread and butter for them today.
Definitely been working. With about a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Want to drop back again. Looking short. Going to pick up a couple of yards on 1st down once more.
Good, and that's good for them that they keep getting these short little chunk gains.
See what they elect to do on 2nd and 6.
Running too tight set here. They're going to run the ball, yeah. That's a good push right there from Kenneth Walker. They get it to about 3rd manageable at 3rd and 2. And again, we're playing in 4-down territory here. I think this is kind of your behind, and this is something that needs to happen if you can't get it in the 1st down. And Kenneth Walker doesn't need a 4th down. You can take it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter, 20-16. Stephen Castor still holding on to a lead for now, as Keith Nowicki has 1st and goal on the Cleveland Browns 2.
Let's see what they do here. They're running a heavy package in there. They're just going to hand the ball off to Kenneth Walker, and nothing.
Oh, almost got thrown in there, but that was a great read defensively by Castor.
Yeah. They're loading the box here. So let's see if they're going to go back to that same play with that heavy package with the fullback in. And they are, oh, they're going to go play action, and they get it.
Like you said, bread and butter right there, getting Nowicki the lead here in the 4th quarter. 22-20. more than likely going for the 2-point conversion here, as has been the trend with most of the touchdowns in this game.
This makes it where they have to score right here. And
Whoa.
he does not get it. So it's only a 2-point game here.
Just a field goal necessary to give Stephen Castor a late lead in the fourth quarter.
So all he has to do here is he has to just run the ball efficiently. Burn some time off this clock and get it all the way down there and kick a field goal to win this game.
A reminder, this is a best of 3. This is game 1 of that best of 3. So a win here would get you on tournament point 1 game of Madden away from winning your state championship.
Let's see what we're going to run here. They've got a single back here. Looks more like a design run play if I had to guess, and it is.
Oh.
And Nick Chubb had a little bit, and he fumbles the ball.
Oh my.
And the Seahawks recover it on the 15-yard line.
That is the worst time to have a fumble right there.
Turnovers are one of the game changers in these types of games, and that is one point where you do not want to turn over.
That's a painful one because now Keith Nowicki just outside the red zone where he just scored on the previous drive and has all the time in the world to throw here. Still going to be pressured, but finds Noah Fant down the field for a couple.
Trying to extend this lead here and burn some time off the clock. We got 2nd and 7 here. Let's see what they're going to run. They got a single backfield, tight end lined up on the right. They're going to run a pass play.
Ooh, looking outside right there, but not going to find anything, and that isn't going to eat up any clock. They are going for the game pretty much right here, looking for the end zone on most of these plays.
Now they're sitting at 3rd and 7. Let's see what they do. They're going to run a play action on 3rd and 7, and he's going to get sacked.
What a defensive stand by Stephen Castor here. I mean, the fumble hurts, but it's easy to get down after that kind of play, but he recovers, plays great defense, and, well.
And so they are in 4-down territory, they think.
4th and 13.
Let's see if this pays off for them.
Passing play across
and
the middle.
It does pay off to Smith and Jigba.
What a play. Gutsy going into the middle of the field and looked like double coverage right there.
He was covered as well as you could be, and they're going to go in this play action again, and Geno Smith is just going to run the... He's going to throw it for a touchdown. Wow. I thought he was just going to run out there. He's just going to throw it for a touchdown to DJ Dallas.
So the gutsy 4th and 13 call pays off for Keith Nowicki. Going to go for 2 right here to make it a 10-point game.
Looking to extend this lead even further.
It's important, though.
And he sees a guy sitting open and nothing going.
And that keeps it at a 1-possession game. Stephen Castor can score a touchdown, get that 2-point conversion, maybe force an overtime here, but not converting on that 2-pointer. Hurts for Keith Nowicki. Now has to play good defense if he's going to take game 1 here.
Yeah. And let's see if he's going to take this out or he's going to take a touchback. He's going to take a touchback on this one. I feel like that's the smarter move right here. Guarantee starting out at the 25.
Playing it safe there on the kickoff. It saves time as well. You need all the seconds you can get on this kind of drive.
He's got a little under 3 minutes here to go the length of the field. I think he can do it. They're just going to have to call some really good plays here. We're going to start with Nick Chubb running up the middle for about 3 yards, making it 2nd and 7. Let's see what they're going to do here. Are they just going to eat up some clock, or are they going to try and go on their little 2-minute drill?
Taking their time. Looking like the eating up the clock option. It's a viable one. Running with Deshaun Watson here.
Yeah.
Pick up the first.
It's a good call right there. You don't see anything, take off for that run, get a guaranteed few yards.
And that should bring us to the 2-minute warning here in the 4th quarter. As it looks like that's exactly what Stephen Castor's going for. So it's coming down to the wire in this first game. I mean, a 1-possession game going into the final 2 minutes of the 4th. It doesn't get much closer than that.
And he's going to need to start utilizing his receivers here. He's got Amari Cooper and he's got Mr. Goodwin out there in the slot. So let's see. He's going to go for another run play here. A little read. They've been running the play action off that formation right there a whole lot today.
It's been eating up clock here. Minute 45 left in this game.
He's going to audible out here. Let's see what he's going to run here. He's going to run this right through the middle. He's going to pick up that first down.
Feels like Castor's taking advantage of how many times he won over the top today with long passes down the field and just running the ball right up the middle and gaining a lot of yards in doing so.
Yeah, and we've got Cooper and Goodwin right off here on the right, and let's see what they do here. And he's going to go right here for more, and he's going to get it for a touchdown.
Touchdown within the final couple minutes of game one here. 1:11 left on the clock, but now needs that 2-point conversion to tie.
Yeah, he's got to go for 2 here to ensure this win. Let's see what they're gonna dial up here from this offensive standpoint.
Big play in the Madden State Championship.
And he's gonna get it.
Just a simple ball right up the middle, and we are tied in the final few minutes of the fourth quarter of game one.
That curl route's been eating them up all day.
Unbelievable what we're seeing right now. The lead's changed hands so many times in just this first game alone, and now it's up to Keith Nowicki from Bob Jones to see if he can get in field goal range in the closing seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is kind of the point in time where you want to run that 2-minute drill. You want to get passes outside to the sidelines right here just to get downfield enough to get a field goal. Let's see, he's eating up a lot of time here for an incomplete pass.
Just throwing the ball away right there, not wanting to take a sack, lose yardage, and waste some of that clock.
I feel like that was the best decision he could have made here. We're going to go empty backfield. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to run some out routes here.
Yeah, looking.
Going to take the snap.
Going deep. And it's picked off.
It is intercepted.
Interception by Stephen Castor. He's looking to return it. Going up the sideline, is taken down at about the 20-yard line. But now he's in field goal position and within a minute to play.
So he's just probably going to try and run this ball here just to get some of the time taken off. Just to get that last-second field goal.
What a turn of events in this first game of Madden. Absolutely unbelievable. And now he's going to get around the edge. Cuts back in. Nick Chubb almost scoring on that first play. Now inside the 5.
Let's see what he's going to dial up here. Probably another run play if I had to guess play.
Yeah, that makes sense. Eat up clock, and the run's been working.
Yeah. They're going to run it right there at about the 3-yard line. Let's see what they're going to keep doing here. They're just going to probably keep running right up the middle on these guys.
Keith Nowicki taking timeouts. Trying to stop the clock. Still has 2 left. Nick Chubb.
He's not going to get it in. Oh, he did get it in.
Just barely. Probably a millimeter of that ball across the plane.
Yeah. That run game for Cleveland is doing great things right now. And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Make it a 6-point game here.
That is converted.
8-point game, I'm sorry.
8 points. Still that 1-possession game, but we got to see some magic out of Keith Nowicki.
He's got 22 seconds here to make a miracle.
The kickoff, we'll see if they squib it. It's just going to be a boot to the end zone. Gets it short inside the 5. That is going to be returnable. It's through 1. Jukes the second. Has some room to run here. Is taken down, though, but a return out to about the 35 or 40 there.
Let's see what he's going to dial up here from an offensive perspective. He's had some deep threats today with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett running deep routes right here. He's hit DK Metcalf for 1 already.
Going to have to get a big play. Has to be a touchdown here at the end of the game. Going outside.
Kenneth Walker going out of bounds. That's a good catch and run right there.
Gets out of bounds as well.
Smart playing right there. Yeah, getting out of bounds.
11 seconds on the clock here.
Let's see. He's going to need to keep his eyes on DK Metcalf right here. That is your deep ball threat right there. Let's see what he does.
I'm going long.
And he's going to hit him. Does he get it?
Yes. No, he doesn't.
Does not get it.
He came down with it, but he was out of bounds. Yeah. 6 seconds now in the fourth quarter. This has to be your ball game here.
And let's see. It might be Tyler Lockett right here. We're going to call a timeout.
Making the defense think about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Keith Nowicki from Bob Jones High School has to tie the ball game in the final 10 seconds of game 1. And this best of 3 is going to drop back. Look deep.
He's going to go for it.
It's going to be short of the end
whole
zone.
Group of people, and it's another interception.
Stephen Castor from Davidson High School will take game 1 of the Madden State Championships.
And what a game we had right there. So many lead changes right here. Very unfortunate that last play ended in an interception, but that's just kind of how that happens, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think the big interception came at the end of Keith Nowicki's drive trying to tie it up a little bit earlier on. But game one going to Stephen Castor. Big win there. I mean, the lead changed hands a lot there at the end of the game.
Yeah. And those turnovers were a really big deal for both teams. That fumble late in the third quarter kind of set them up, but the defense there showed up and only held them to a field goal. Then we had this interception by Castor here and just kind of led him into getting that lead back.
Unbelievable. First game. I mean, these two guys played each other a couple of weeks back in the regular season. Castor 2-0'd Nowicki in that one, and with how close game one was, I really hope that's not the case. I would love to see 3 full games between these two near state champions.
These guys are really talented here. They know this game, and they know how to play it well. So just seeing them get to compete with each other is kind of a blessing for all of us here.
Exciting grand final shaping up now. I think the big question is, do they stick with the teams they just played? Do they stick with the deep threats of DK Metcalf and the Seahawks receivers? And, I mean, that Browns defense was pretty stalwart for a while there for Stephen Castor. Do you think they stick with these same teams?
I think Castor's going to stick with his teams in team with the Browns. That defense he has, it looks unstoppable sometimes. They do let up some of the deep threats a few times in that game, but their defensive line is getting a lot of push and a lot of penetration here. I don't know what Nowicki's going to do here. If he stays with the Seahawks, he's got to utilize those deep threats more than he has.
Started to find his offensive rhythm towards the end of that game, but Stephen Castor was able to hold him off with a couple of big plays down the stretch, and it does look like the Browns are going to be Castor's team of choice. Makes sense. We saw him warm up earlier. He's using the Browns then as well. But Nowicki going to see what he goes with. He's trying to pull off an upset here.
Right. We're just waiting here to see what Nowicki does. If he sticks with the Seahawks or if he goes with another higher-powered offense, maybe like the Chiefs or the Bills or some other team like that. We saw him warming up with the Ravens. He might choose to go with the Ravens with Lamar Jackson and their really run-heavy offense.
They're getting into game 2 here. Hands over to the Seahawks, and, well,
he is going to stay with the Seahawks.
That will be the case. So we get a rematch of what was a phenomenal game 1. But Nowicki trying to take a game off of a Castor that swept him earlier on in the season. Both these guys on a tear through playoffs. Nowicki had to beat the other Bob Jones representative in the top 4 to even make it here. And that was an upset. Davidson, they had, I think it was 5 of the top 7. An unbelievable Madden program at WP Davidson.
They are just an indomitable force when it comes to Madden in the state right now. Them and Bob Jones.
So, Stephen Castor, 1 game away now from being crowned a state champion by the AHSAA and play versus here on the beautiful campus of Huntingdon College. We get kicked off for game 2. It'll be Nowicki's ball to start us off.
Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to take it for a touchback. And so let's see how he's going to come out with this.
Pause there, but with the ball, you talk about that wide receiver threat that the Seahawks have got. The run game is a pretty consistent 1 to 3 yards, but that's not enough to win games with. You really do have to find us some deep balls at some point in the game.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker is a big back. He's really heavy between the tackles, but he also has that speed on him. And so they're going to go here for a quick slant right here over the middle, and it does work for them.
Right out of the gate, it's a passing play, which it was a lot of run on first down and see what you can get with that. But it kind of feels like after that second half of game 1, at least Nowicki has changed his offensive strategy, go in that pass-heavy game.
Yeah, and I think he's just leaning more on pass-heavy offenses here. And he's going to get it to Kenneth Walker right there.
Got Geno Smith to the line of scrimmage before dumping that one off to Walker, and that's a big gain for Nowicki.
Yeah, these play actions have been just money for both of these teams today.
Fake there, baiting the defense in, and a gain to about the 37.
Yeah. So let's see what they run here. They're going to have a 1 tight set. And they're gonna go with another. They're gonna go with another quick pass here to their tight end. Noah Fant gets him about 6 yards here, puts him in good field position.
It's been a good escape route for Nowicki with Geno Smith. That Noah Fant on the out route or just out in the flat.
And Kenneth Walker here establishing that run game really early, making them having to respect the run up the middle.
A 10-yard gain right there on the first run of the game for Keith Nowicki. That's gotten him very close to the red zone. Not quite in it, but once again, knocking on the door of Stephen Castor's end zone.
See what they decide to go here with an empty backfield. Looked like a jet sweep on a fake here. Then he's going to go deep left to the end zone to Smith and Jigba, and he's going to get him right here for a touchdown. Good play calling here from Nowicki.
A big play. Got him over the top.
We're going to go for a PAT and not a two-point conversion like we saw all game in the past game.
Are you feeling a little bit safer about that point after attempt here?
Yes, sir. So Seahawks started off early with a 7-point lead here. That touchdown to Smith and Jigba in the back left of the end zone. Let's see how Castor's going to respond here.
Castor's going to take the ball out of the end zone on the kickoff. Has a little bit of room to run, but gets out to the 23-24.
Yeah, get out to the 24-yard line. Good field position to start for them. Let's see what they're going to dial up here from an offensive perspective. They were running a lot of play actions on the last game, so let's see if that keeps working for them right now.
That run game was also very effective, especially at the end of the game. We'll get a good look in to see if Castor's going to change up his offensive strategy here, and now it's another run on first down, gets him 2 yards.
And having Deshaun Watson back at quarterback really gives them the option to run the ball like a quarterback sneak style or scrambling. It adds that extra layer for this defense to have to battle against.
2nd and 8 here. You're going to drop back with Deshaun Watson. Just dump it off to the side. It's going to be about 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he put it to 3rd and manageable right here. Good play calling. Not the yardage he wanted, but he gets it into better field position than about 3rd and 8.
Playing it short, making the defense respect those short plays. We'll see what he dials up on 3rd and 4.
So he's going to go an empty backfield. He's got a blitzer coming, and he's going to get it to David Njoku again. Same kind of play right there.
Just simple. These slants across the field, the out routes, it's working. It's chewing up yardage here.
Let's see here. We got a single back here. They are just going to try and power that ball through this defense, and it is not going to happen in that play.
Nope.
Defense snuffed him there for only 1 yard.
1 yard was Nick Chubb on first down. Eventually, it feels like you're just waiting on that deep bomb that got past Nowicki's defense a lot, especially in the first half of game 1. Play action here and looking deep-ish. It's about a 20-yard gain right there.
And I think to win this game, he's going to have to utilize Cooper more. Amari Cooper is probably their biggest threat on offense. And just getting him open or finding ways to give him the ball is going to ensure you win this game.
He's the best receiver on the Cleveland Browns. Here, going to hand off to Nick Chubb. Again, just a short gain. Actually going to chew up a good bit of yardage. 5 yards on first.
Good 5-yard run. Gets some 2nd down and really good yardage.
So, 2nd and 5. Should bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Yeah,
A 7-0
I think that's
lead.
what we're going to do here.
Keith Nowicki up 7-0 here, but Castor driving here at the end of the first.
He is eating up yards here with these tight end throws. Let's see if he can come out and get some big chunk play here. I think that's what it's going to take for him to get this touchdown, is to get a few big chunk plays just to ensure that you get down there in the red zone.
What he found a moment ago to get to about the 40-yard line. Big 20-yard pickup. Started the second, another high snap, but hand off to Kareem Hunt and stuffed. 3-yard loss.
3 here. That is really unfortunate right there. So now they're going to be in 3rd and long, and let's see what they're going to dial up here. They got a single backfield. Looked like it could be a read. He's going to hit Kareem Hunt right there on that little slant on the inside.
Oh.
And he's going to miss a tackle for a massive gain.
That is a big gain, making guys miss on the defensive side.
Now he's up at the 5-yard line. He went quick tempo there. Let's see what he does here. He's going to give it off to Kareem Hunt again. Nothing really going there for him.
That time stopped for a no-yard gain. But inside, second and goal, sorry.
And Nowicki would really love here to push them to only get a field goal. But that's not going to happen right here. Castor said, no, sir. I want to get in that end zone.
That Keith Nowicki touchdown to open up the game answered by Davidson High School's Stephen Castor. 7-6, and we'll see if he goes for 2. All right, he's going to keep that trend going. See what he gives us on the 2-point conversion. Converted on, I believe, 3 out of 4 in the last game.
Right there, David Njoku.
That's good. 8-7, and it's interesting. With all the 2-point conversions we saw in game number 1, that Keith Nowicki didn't end up going for the 2-point conversion on his touchdown, but Stephen Castor kept that going, and now he holds the lead.
So I think we might start seeing here both teams only going for 2-point conversions to gain that lead back. Brings it out to about the 30 here.
One of the better returns we've seen in this series.
Let's see what Nowicki decides to dial up here to try and respond to this touchdown. Going to start off with a run with Kenneth Walker. Get a good gain there, about 4 yards on it.
Not something we saw much of in Nowicki's last drive, running on first down. He's trying to catch Castor off guard on that one, but back to the more standard play call there. Out route to Fant, going to pick up the first down. Hard fought. Those quick routes out to Fant on the side.
That's what little bubble routes. That's what's working right now for him, and let's see if he stays with it. He's going to hand the ball off to Kenneth Walker again. He's going to push for another about 5 yards here. Getting that run game established here. That's going to be what's going to help him the most right now.
Is going to get a play in before the 2-minute warning, and
he's going to get it.
Short dump off to Disley, fighting through several tackles and gets him to about the 30.
Really good play calling there, Blake.
Definitely. I mean, just finding the open man is the name of the game for Nowicki right now, and Castor holding him to short gains until that one right there. Now getting into field goal range at the very least at the end of the second half. Nice catch there. Another outside pass, but only a gain of 1.
Yeah. He's really utilizing his tight ends more this game than he did. Let's see if he's going to try and dump something off to Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf here.
Dropping back, goes inside.
And he is trying for Tyler Lockett or Smith Njigba, and he gets it.
That was another well-covered passing play, but the receiver comes up with it. It's a pickup of the first down.
Couldn't cover that any better myself.
Minute left to go in the second half. Nowicki inside the 20.
Pass broken up.
But it's an incomplete pass to set up 2nd and 10.
And you had to think at some point he's going to start bringing those linebackers down to not allow that tight end slant right there.
Especially now that Nowicki's gotten so close to Castor's goal line. But a run there and close to picking up the touchdown. And there it is. Nowicki going to score.
Kenneth Walker getting in for that touchdown there. That's their second touchdown of the day. And they're going to go for 2 to try to reclaim this lead.
Trying to set up a 7-point lead. Going into the second half. It's a run up the middle, and it's
good.
It.
Kenneth Walker will not be denied on that play. Great play calling here that we're seeing. So now let's see how Castor decides to respond to this. Is he going to go with the kickoff, or is he going to take the touchback?
It's in the end zone, has the option for the touchback, and we'll take it, conserving all the seconds possible in the final minute of the second half here at Game 2. Down by 7, but Castor was down a couple of times in that last game and still squeaked out the win. Handoff there. Going to lose 2.
Yeah. Handoff going nowhere for him.
And Nowicki calls a timeout.
Let's see what they decide to do here from 2nd and 12.
47 seconds left.
Run a little play action here. We're going to hit Njoku for that little quick tight end screen to get some yardage here. He failed to get out of bounds, but that's all right. He's going to call a timeout.
Both teams having used a timeout here.
We're sitting at 3rd and 5 here. Kind of a little long yardage, but I think at this point with 42 seconds left, you're going to go in 4-down territory here. If you get to 4th and 2, 4th and 1, you want to go for that.
Especially with how consistently the run game's been picking up.
Yeah, and thinking that Nowicki's going to get the ball back at the end of the half. That's really important for them, and he's going to get out of bounds.
Good juke there with Amari Cooper to get out of bounds and stop that clock, not having to burn that second timeout with 36 left in the first half. 15-8. Castor driving here towards the end of the second. Handoff there.
Going
Again,
nowhere.
stopped.
Loss of 1 on that play. Now you really have to think, what are they going to do here? Are they going to dial up some kind of deep routes here with Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore?
We have to eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting real close to the end of the first half, and these runs aren't going anywhere.
And you can't, you're not going to be able to hit a field goal from right here. You want to at least get it to about the 30 or 40 before you can kind of trust that. You're going to go with a play action here. You're going to see Amari Cooper or Elijah Moore, I believe, and that is an interception.
Gonna return it. Final 20 seconds in the first half. Got some room to run. Tried the hurdle, but is forced out of bounds. But that gives Nowicki an opportunity to maybe go for something deep or get in field goal range.
And let's see what he decides to do here. Again, he's got those deep threat receivers.
It will
And
be.
he's going to be looking for one, and he hits Smith-Njigba here for a big gain right here. Back to the Browns' 40.
Bill, it's not quite in field goal range, at least not comfortable field goal range. You still need another pickup, about 7 to 10 here to make that a little safer.
Yeah, and I think they're going to keep going with these pass plays. What's been working for him right here, and he's got pressure, and that pass is broken up there.
Shoot 5 seconds off the clock, and now maybe go for something deep, see if you can get a touchdown. Going for the field goal, in fact.
Almost 60-yard field goal here. Let's see if they get it. And they're going to time out it. They're going to try and ice him here.
I respect it. Make him think about that field goal and make it a 10-point game going into the second half in favor of Nowicki.
And that field goal is going to be way too short and way to the left.
Yep, no good there.
They got
1 second left.
1 second. Let's see what Castor's going to dial up here. Is he just going to go for a Hail Mary here? You have to think with Nowicki getting the ball back at the beginning of the half that you need to score here, or at least try. You got 1 second, just heave the ball down into the end zone. You're sitting at about your 40. You have a shot.
Saw Hail Mary fail at the end of the last game. Might see a second one here at the end of the first half of game 2. Sean Watson's got an arm.
He does.
See what Castor goes for. Play action. Let's go for something short. Not going to pick up anything. 15-8.
That'll take us into the half.
15-8 at the end of the first half. Nowicki in front, but that missed field goal prevents it from being a multiple score game in favor of Nowicki. It's still very manageable for Castor. It will be Castor getting the ball at the beginning of the second half. See what he can do with it. Touchback on the kickoff. Threw an interception on his last drive. Needs to avenge that.
Yeah, I think they're going to come out here. They're going to run a really pass-heavy offense right now. They're going to try and come out and get some big chunk yardage. He's going to delay handoff. Okay, and Chubb's going to get some room here.
A lot of room.
It looks like he's going to take it to the house.
Just barely getting caught there.
Right at the 5-yard line.
But a massive run there with Nick Chubb. Huge gain for Castor. Now 5 yards away from potentially tying us up.
That's exactly what you want to see there coming out of the half. You want to see those big chunk plays. You want to see that run game getting established early in the second half.
Second and goal. Run right up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown.
Nick Chubb's second touchdown of the day here.
And now
And Castor's going to look to take the lead here. I think he might go for a 2-point conversion.
that would make sense. We haven't seen many PATs. I think just 2 on the plethora of touchdowns we've seen. And on the 2-point conversion, has a guy open but short.
Nothing. He is shut down. He had his tight end open right in the back of the end zone.
So that keeps Keith Nowicki from Bob Jones High School in the lead. 1 point affair, though. These two guys so close in skill.
Let's see. He's going to go to DJ Dallas returning this kick. Gets up to about the 30, maybe the 28-yard line here. Good field position for them to start out. Let's see what they can do with it. And so, again, both teams are getting their run game established. Let's see if they're going to start running these play actions a little bit more. And they are. And he is going to fumble the ball. Insane pressure there from Myles Garrett.
That was a massive sack that turned into a fumble and a turnover. Unbelievable. And now Castor has the ball back on the 12.
He's going to be looking to take the lead here.
Big opportunity for Steven Castor to nab the
Let's
lead.
see. Nick Chubb is just going to run this ball right into the end zone.
Nick Chubb is having a game. Castor knows what to do with his starting running back.
Yeah, third touchdown of the game today for Nick Chubb. Castor is getting that run game going really well, and he's just going to go right back to it. But nothing happening there. It is a 5-point game now with Castor in the lead.
It's funny, Kareem Hunt has -3 yards, whereas Nick Chubb, when Castor's using him to run the ball, has 3 touchdowns and I think triple digits in terms of yardage. Stark contrast between two backs.
Yeah, this play calling here by Castor is impeccable right now.
5-point game. Nowicki can take the lead just by getting the ball in the end zone.
He's going to go to play action. Pressure, quick. Gets it off to Smith-Njigba for the first down.
Again, those out routes, those guys open on the outside. That's been working for Nowicki. Castor, I think, protecting the inside a whole lot more than he is the outside. It's cost him several first downs in this game.
Yeah, Castor's getting really good pressure right here on Nowicki on defense. Let's see what he does. He's just going to throw it away. He saw nothing downfield. I feel like that's one of those plays where if you don't see anything, you just try to run and get a couple yards because now you're sitting 2nd and 10.
Castor's been favoring Delpit on the defensive side right there. Shut down the
Kenneth Walker with a big gain here for the first down.
Got past Castor's defender.
Really good run game from both of these offenses that we're seeing in game 2.
Yeah, found the seam and made the most of it. Now looking to enter Castor's territory and a wide open Noah Fant on the outside. A big pickup here for Nowicki.
Back down to his own 25, I believe. Let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to run that handoff here to Kenneth Walker. It's been working, so why change it?
Gonna pick up a 5 there on first down. About 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Nowicki starting to knock on the door of Castor's end zone.
And he needs a touchdown right now. He needs to stay in this game. Going to hand it off to Kenneth Walker for a 2-3 yard gain. Now he's at 3rd and 4. And just like we've been saying, they're in 4-down territory right now. I feel like if you get it to 4th and 2, you want to run that ball again. He's not going to worry about it, though, because Disley's going to get the ball for a first down at about their 7-yard line.
Another good pickup. Short yardage, but effective. Gets the first down. First down and goal.
And again, you think we're just going to start calling these run plays just to get closer and closer to that goal line. And they're going to run a play action off it. That's what happens when you can get this run established, but that pass is going nowhere right now.
Castor's starting to get a little bit more pressure on those play actions. Getting the guy on the outside to pressure Nowicki and Geno Smith, force him to throw the ball away here. 2nd and goal. Picked off!
And an interception at the 2-yard line.
That's Jerome Ford. He's going to run it back. What a big play by Castor.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, Nowicki was right there, looking to go outside again, but even Castor drew up the perfect defensive play on that one.
And that's very unfortunate there, Blake. That's one of the things you really don't want to happen right there in the red zone is a turnover.
Well,
and Nick Chubb has been on fire this game. So you think they're just going to keep feeding Nick Chubb the ball.
We saw what we thought was going to be a costly turnover in game 1 when Castor fumbled the ball inside his own 25, and he was able to recover from that. We'll see what Nowicki can do. Has to put up a pretty big defensive stand on this drive, though.
And let's see, you really want to hold them here, right? We want to stuff the run game. That way we can get more pressure on the pass game. So Kareem Hunt's going to get the ball taken for about 3 yards here. Put him at about 2nd and 7. Let's see what they're going to run here. Are they going to run some kind of run play or are they going to run a read?
They're going to run the clock out.
They are going to do that.
Start of the fourth quarter here in game 2 of the AHSAA in play versus Madden State Championships. Davidson, Stephen Carter versus Bob Jones, Keith Nowicki. It's coming down to the wire in game 2 as Castor has that one game lead. And is looking to close out this one with a 5-point lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and we're sitting now at 3rd and 10. This is kind of where Nowicki wants Castor at. He wants that opportunity to get the ball back in the fourth quarter.
3rd and 10. This is a big play here for both sides. Castor can eat up some more clock, keep this drive alive with a pickup here. Nowicki can get the ball back, potentially goes aggressive, incomplete pass, and that'll set up 4th and 10.
They're going to punt here. They're going to have to. They're sitting on their own 35.
Gotta trust your defense again if you're Castor. Gonna let that ball drop behind the returner, but it takes a favorable bounce, still hops into the end zone. Oh.
He's very lucky that that ball decided to bounce right at the last second.
Favorable hop there for Bob Jones, Nowicki.
Oh, they put him at the 1.
Wow, okay, I guess it was down on the 1-yard line. That means the entire length of the field to go for Nowicki in the 4th quarter.
That was almost a safety, Blake. We really don't want that to happen here. That would be very unfortunate here for Nowicki.
A safety? Well, yeah, you're right. That would be dangerous, but gets the ball out there with Kenneth Walker. Now 3rd and 6.
Got 3.5 minutes left in this game. Let's see what he's going to dial up to get the length of this field. Going to run a play action here.
Oh, gets it to Tyler Lockett.
And he's going to get it there for a big chunk gain to Tyler Lockett.
That is a massive catch, as the ball was very low to the ground, and on 3rd and 6, Nowicki going to pick up the first.
Sitting back at their own 20 right now. Let's see what they're going to dial up here. Going to get the ball to DJ Dallas, I believe, for a gain of 8 here. Really good first down run right there from DJ Dallas.
Got pushed into a 8-yard gain. Looks like it was going to be 2 or 3, but a little extra there. Wide open Noah Fant again. Staple play of Nowicki's offense.
Really good play calling here by Nowicki.
Now Castor starting to get backed up here. They come with that big interception on the 2-yard line of the last Nowicki drive.
They're going to feed it back to DJ Dallas for another gain of 5 yards. Really good running here from both teams.
2-minute warning in the 4th quarter. Castor holding on to the lead for now. Nowicki trying to stage a late comeback in game 2.
And I think he can really do it. With this offense that he's got dialed up right now, I think he's got about 2 or 3 plays, and then he's going to put it in the end zone.
Keep an eye on Castor's del pit, though. Started to read some of those out routes on the last drive, getting a little bit of extra pressure. And here,
he's dropping back for a while here. And he throws a 3rd interception.
This one going to be returned. Castor, another massive defensive turnover. What a pick.
Trying to hit DK Metcalf on that long out route right there. Or long post, sorry. He's going to go for an interception. That's his 3rd one of the game.
Nowicki's just been trying to force too much.
Yeah.
There on the outside.
And so now the game is to just eat up clock. Nowicki has 3 timeouts that he can spare. He just needs to hold them here to 3 and out.
A first down would be big for Castor.
I think a first down will end this game.
Think so? Okay.
I do.
So this is it. Nowicki needs a big defensive stop. It looks like Castor going to run the ball again. Chubb's been good today. Gets through 1, trying to fight for that first, but is forced down at 3rd and 2. Timeout.
And it's going to be a 4th down territory here for them, just because you're going to leave them with about 30 seconds with the ball if you don't get a first down here. And he's not going to get the first down. 4th and 2. Now, do they go for it here?
Big decision.
I think they do. They're within the 20, so they're not given a whole lot of yardage here.
State championship potentially on the line here.
Yeah.
Castor.
Minute 38 left.
Has the lead in both the series and game 2. Could win the Madden State Championship with a pickup here. 2 yards to do it. Unbelievable. That's the margin between you and first place. Does have a minute 38 left in the 4th quarter and is going to kick the field goal.
Field goal. He wants to make it a 2-score game here, or a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion.
Calls timeout, though. Maybe thinking it over a little bit more. Still deciding, so much on the line with this one decision.
Yeah, if he goes for the field goal here, he's going to make it an 8-point game, which makes Nowicki have to score the ball and get that 2-point conversion. He's going to decide to actually go for it here. Again, a first down will end this game.
And he's got him
And
wide
that first
open.
down is over to Njoku for the touchdown. And that, guys, I think is going to end up being the game here for him.
I saw Castor celebrating there in his chair up on stage. I think he knows he's won it. I think he knows he's going to be a state champion.
He's going to block the kick again.
Okay. Well, 2 points here would make it a 9-point game.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately, Blake, I don't think there's any coming back from this.
got excited for a second, but it's still a 2-point or a 2-possession game. Nowicki, a lot to do in the final minute 30.
Yeah. If he can somehow pull this off.
That'd be a miracle.
Yeah, it would.
Needs 2 scores. Is going to run the ball out of the end zone. Picks up 25, 30 yards. But he needs a quick touchdown or quick field goal, and then the onside kick as well, and then whichever you didn't get on the last drive.
He's going to need a lot of things to fall in his favor here to get this win and to keep the competition going.
See what he gives us. Nowicki out of Bob
Dropping
Jones.
back for a while. Sending it for another interception.
And when you look at this game, too, those interceptions, I think, are what helped crown Castor as the state champion.
These 4 interceptions have been very detrimental for Nowicki right now, and they're going to go victory formation just to burn the clock out.
Well, congratulations to him.
Yeah, Castor earned this one with those 4 interceptions in this game, too. That defense for the Browns has just been phenomenal for him right now.
After he pulled out the tight game 1 to start off our best of 3, came out, gave up the opening touchdown, but kept it close and came up with those massive turnovers in this second game. And that victory formation, both the most painful and most beautiful formation in football.
Yeah. It's really hard to keep wanting to play right there when you know they're going victory right here.
But shout out to Keith Nowicki. Great performance here. Just couldn't quite get over that last hurdle of Stephen Castor. I mean, they played twice this season, and Castor had Nowicki's number in both of them.
Yep.
4 games of Madden 1 over top of him, and a first place in the state finals.
Good job to Castor here. Both of these guys have had a phenomenal season, and I'm sure they'll be back next season for a rematch.
Congratulations, of course, round of applause. Great performance there. We will get to see both of our grand finalists on the stage being given their awards. And that will wrap up our Madden